Welcome back, everyone. I'm DK,
And I'm SHARKMAN.
and today we have our top 10 Lord of the Rings characters.
Yeah.
I'm so excited.
Yeah.
It seems like ever since we started our gaming channel, the only thing we've ever talked about,
Our other movies and games and stuff.
well, really is Star Wars. We haven't really talked about anything else. Well, we did talk about a couple of things. I can't remember what it was, like How to Train Your Dragon and stuff in the videos. I don't know how.
There's like one episode where we just have one giant rant about How to Train Your Dragon.
There's one episode where we have like a 10 or 15 minutes
Rant
ranting
about How to Train Your
about
Dragon.
How to Train Your Dragon. And
Anyway.
I have no idea why. Anyway, so I'm so excited to talk about Lord of the Rings because it's one of our favorite franchises, and
Hopefully the next episode we'll be doing or ranking which of the fellowship or what were the fellowship did in for us.
I think there's 9.
Yeah,
characters.
9 companions.
So we'll rank those in a different video. This top 10,
one's just going to be for characters throughout the whole series that we liked.
And the ranking of some of these characters might change in the fellowship ranking for me. I'm just ranking the characters that I like in a specific order of different characters.
Which one's down? Oh, Eowyn's 10.
So now you guys know my
Sorry,
number 10,
I didn't mean to. I should just wait for you to tell it.
It's
I'm
okay.
sorry.
Well, before we get into the ranking and discussion,
Yeah!
please hit the subscribe button if you haven't already. Hit the like button if you enjoy talking about Lord of the Rings and other franchises. Also, share with your friends and turn on your notification bell so that you won't miss any of our uploads.
Bingo.
So, you guys already know my number 10.
That was my fault. I'm sorry. Sorry, guys.
They're out of all of the female characters in this series. Eowyn is probably the most decent character.
She's the blonde, right?
She's the blonde.
Okay, just making sure.
Well, actually, no.
Or is she the brunette?
No, she's the blonde.
Okay.
I take that back. Galadriel is probably the most decent of the female characters. As far as like her character is very solid and everything, but Eowyn I think can be more relatable because she's a normal girl who doesn't have the powers of a ring or anything, but she stands up for what she believes in, and also is a strong warrior. She's courageous. She's also empathetic to and sympathetic to Meriadoc, who is a hobbit who everybody says can't fight in the war because he's too short.
Let's be honest. Hobbits are probably the most OP in Earth period. Like, they have to be. There's no... Literally, they survive, like, the most impossible stuff. Let's be honest.
Yes, they do. They have pain tolerance.
And,
more
like,
than any other characters.
So
Especially since they don't wear shoes. Can we say that?
So while they might not be the most powerful in Middle Earth as far as like magic goes, and that's why the ring is the safest in their hands or whatever, they are like, that does not mean that they aren't like overpowered, because they have literally survived the like impossible pretty much.
And she's like, I'm pretty sure, you could correct me on this, David. She's the only female character to fight in the Lord of the Rings series that we see.
That is true, actually. I'm pretty sure she is. As far as girls go, I have no recollection of Arwen. Arwen.
Whoever the elf.
The elf. I forget what the elf. Yeah,
the
elf.
The female elf that in the movies.
Hulk's
that
ex. Hulk's Bruce Banner's ex. And
the same
Galadriel.
Hulk, the Incredible.
The Hulk from the 2008 Hulk movie, guys. If you don't know, the girl who played Betty or whatever her name is from the 2008 Hulk movie. I'm pretty sure she is.
She doesn't. But
the only fighting she ever did was call that wave to bring, but that doesn't really count as fighting. She didn't actually like.
She took her sword out.
Yeah, but she didn't actually like fight them.
But
she
she
just
didn't
like
fight.
called.
She just called the water.
I wouldn't really count that as fighting though. I'm just saying I wouldn't.
Cool. She didn't
it was cool,
anybody.
But she didn't kill anybody.
But like, Eowyn and Meriadoc work together, and she takes out
the Witch King, bro.
Omnifont? What's the
Oliphant.
The Oliphant. And
Oliphant? Yeah, Oliphant.
And she defeats the Witch King.
No, Legolas did the Oliphant, and she did the Witch King.
They ran. Remember, she
charged through.
She took 2 swords. They went
that was
through,
her. You're right.
and she cut the.
That's true.
The heels
I forgot about that.
Of the Oliphant.
Yeah, I was thinking. Yeah. Well,
but he does too.
He takes out like a couple. I'm pretty sure.
Mm-hmm. So who's your number 10?
Number 10 for me. Aragorn. I'm sorry, Aragorn. I again like Aragorn, okay? But Aragorn this, unlike the other 2 rankings we did, I like Aragorn, but I don't like him as much as some of the other characters. Only because until the end of the 3rd movie, he's pretty bland. And it's kind of...
his fight scenes are pretty good, but...
Besides his fight scenes, I'm talking about his character in general. He's too... What's the word I'm thinking of?
He holds himself back because of his blood, his lineage.
He's just, I don't know. It's just something about him that makes him less favorable in my eyes.
Yeah, to me, he puts on a little bit of a front. Like, he thinks that he, you think that he's like this mean, like over serious character, but really he's scared to like accept where he came from and who he is.
But it's too much for me. As far as characters go, it's just a little too much for me. As far as likable character goes.
But is it Aragorn or is that Aragorn?
I've always heard it pronounced as Aragorn.
I can't remember if that is the...
Legolas always said it as Aragorn. It's probably Aragorn, but Legolas always referred to him as Aragorn.
What was the name in Lord of the Rings? Because I get those 2.
Maybe that one was Aragorn. Because Legolas always refers to him as Aragorn.
Okay.
Every time.
I will put a note down here if we didn't do the right pronunciation, because it's been a little bit. I've seen Lord of the Rings, and both of them. It's a Veggie Tale movie.
It's probably correct either way, though. If I had to guess, it's probably not incorrect to say both.
Yeah.
I don't know.
So, yeah, my number 9 is Gandalf.
Agreed.
Gandalf is a very wise character, and he's very likable, and he is a very good mentor to Frodo. But he has allowed fear to get in the way a little bit too with decisions. I can understand why he didn't want to go through the Mines of Moria because of the goblins and stuff.
The Balrog.
Mm-hmm. He does have good fight scenes and everything. And he's a very wise character, but I can't really relate to him very much. So that's why he's lower down.
Going back to the fact that me and May do. This is actually one of the movies on my list of characters, or as far as characters go, that I actually like to have relatable characters and stuff. So this is like one of those movies where we can go back to what we said a few episodes or videos ago, where we both like relatable characters in certain or at least I like them in certain settings, and this is one of those movie franchises where I like my characters to be more relatable.
Mm-hmm.
And you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. So that's why he's number 9.
That's why he's number 9 for both of us, because of that fact. Not to say he's not a good character, but
number 8 for me is Gimli. I love Gimli.
I would put Gimli on that list if it wasn't for the fact that I forgot to put him on there. He's an honorable mention. He's probably one of my favorites as far as the dwarves go. He's probably one of my favorites.
He's the most memorable dwarf. that has ever been in the Lord of the Rings Hobbit series.
Well, we should do the Hobbit characters next. But I'm just saying, I mean, later. But I'm just saying, in one of these videos, we should do the Hobbit. But I would say
Gimli is very
funny, and I think he's kind of funny.
He's cocky. I love his banter with Legolas.
I like him and Legolas' rivalry to see who can kill the most. Like
in
whatever.
the beginning, it was like frenemies, but now it's like rivals. Like friends and stuff.
It's like they're trying to one up each other to see who can kill the most orcs and stuff.
Like
it's
they
hilarious.
don't see war as a battle.
They see it as
fun.
It's like fun for them.
Yeah.
I don't know.
And that's why Legolas is my 7th.
Yeah.
So who is your number?
Wait,
8?
That was your 7th?
Legolas is my 7th.
Oh, okay. I thought you said Gimli was your 8. Okay.
Yes.
So 8
for you.
For me, 8 would have to be Boromir. I'm sorry, Boromir. I love Boromir. Don't get me. I liked Boromir, but we didn't get much with Boromir because, except for the only time we saw Boromir besides the first movie was in the second movie during like the extended version when they had that flashback. Yeah, but that's it. And it seems like I don't know. I haven't seen a lot of movies with him in it or shows, but from what I hear, he dies in pretty much the first movie or season of everything he's in. And I don't like it because I like his acting, and I liked it, and I could relate to him too a little bit more because he's a very caring person, and from his backstory, like we said in one of our previous game videos, if you haven't seen our gaming channel, you should watch or go check it out. But in episode 3 or whatever, in Attack of the Clones, when they go to rescue Obi-Wan Kenobi or whatever. In that video, we were talking about how Boromir raised Faramir because his dad was very neglectful of Faramir because Boromir...
both older brother and father to Faramir because Faramir looked up to Boromir, and also that Boromir loved his brother, but it seemed like he always kind of protected him from his father because Boromir would always do everything he can to keep Faramir from being in sight of his father so that he didn't get bullied, basically. If you look at the flashback scene in the
Two Towers, if you watch the extended version of the Two Towers, it has
Faramir's talking to Frodo and Sam about his past,
right?
And or a scene in his past, or he has a flashback of it, and you see that Boromir, yes, he is the warrior, he is the one who goes out and does things, but he also does it for the safety of Faramir, so he doesn't have to go out and do it. And Faramir got the love he wanted from Boromir because his father didn't accept him as his son. And
I would even go as far as to say that, and it's also very cool to see that even though Boromir was getting praised and all that, he never let it get to his head to the point where he forgot about his brother,
Right.
He loved his brother enough not to leave him behind. Yeah. And I love that because it shows that he truly loved and cared about his brother and that, and they have a great connection.
Yeah, and it also explains why he is so upset with, Aragorn. I can't. I'm very upset. We should have looked this up before.
Aragorn is what Legolas says.
But anyway, it's something else.
But it's cool because you can see kind of that protective parental features in him in the movies, because when you look at how he treats Merry and Pippin when he's how to fight, you can see that brother, that fatherly instinct to him, and it's cool that they put that detail in there because when you go back to Merry's backstory, how he raised Faramir, it's it's just cool to see those little moments,
and it also shows it's understandable about why he doesn't like Aragorn because of he's been fighting many battles to keep the White City alive and protected, but nobody has come to help.
Right.
And also, why would Aragorn be gone for so long to not stand up to help
Right.
the city he's supposed to protect. And also why he wants the ring. He thinks it's going to help when really it's just destruction.
Right.
And now that we're talking about this, I didn't put Boromir on my top 10, but I now see why he is more likable. Right? And his argument has made me feel like he's a better character.
And I think the reason why I just before we move on to the next person, I just need to mention this. I think another good point I just thought of, or just I have heard about, is that the reason why their dad liked Boromir better than Faramir is because Boromir is to his dad was like a symbol of Gondor's past of like the glory days and stuff, while Faramir is like kind of represents like the now of how Gondor is kind of weak and like all that. So you kind of like, you know what I mean?
That view. Maybe also, I mean, maybe like Faramir is more like his mom, and he doesn't like to see the like.
His mom was a kind soul,
yeah,
and it's kind of sad that she had to raise Faramir until she died, and then Boromir had to take over because
now,
you know what I mean?
And one thing that I actually no, we're not going to talk about because this is about Boromir, not Faramir.
And their dad didn't used to be that way. At least not in the books, he wasn't like he is in the movies because he used to be more wise and understanding and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
But
I hate
anyway.
their dad. I hate their dad in the movie.
Also, I just remembered that the guy I watched who did the whole thing about it, or about Boromir's backstory and Faramir and stuff, I also remember him saying something to the effect of that they had a dream. So you know how Boromir had to go, or went to go to the Rivendell or whatever for the meeting?
Yeah.
He stated that in one of the Silmarillion or something like that, there's like a book series besides the actual books or whatever that have extra other information about Middle Earth, and he said something to the effect that they both had a dream, and Faramir kept having a dream, and then Boromir had it once, and if it was kind of like a sign that Faramir was supposed to be the one to go to the meeting rather than Boromir, but Boromir did it to protect his brother.
You
know what I mean?
Yeah, it's probably because... because if Faramir went, would he have gone for the ring?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Would
Boromir still be alive if it had been the opposite?
Yeah, I know. That's interesting to think about.
Also, did Boromir's father send Boromir, or did Boromir just go so that Faramir didn't have to go? I wonder. I don't know the answer to that.
Say it one more time.
Did Boromir's father send Boromir, or did Boromir go to instead of Faramir?
Well, I think well, let's see. In the story, in the book or whatever, they went to talk to him about the dream, because Faramir kept telling Boromir that he kept having the same dream over and over again, and then Boromir had it once. And it was, and according to the book, his ancestors were these I forget what the species is, but he's related to a species that had foresight or whatever, and they could see somewhat of the future or get feelings about the future.
Yep.
And so in the dream they were talking about this doom and stuff, and he didn't know what the doom was, so he sent Boromir or whatever, and Faramir tried to say he wanted to go, but Boromir Boromir being the good brother he was, basically told Faramir that he was gonna go, not just because his dad told him to, but that he didn't want Faramir to be the one to whatever. Just showing that Boromir's character is great, and it's sad that he died in the first movie because I love his backstory. I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know. He's one of the characters that I like his backstory, and that's all I can say.
Was he your number 8 or your number 7?
Number 7, I believe.
Okay. So who's your number 6?
7. Aragorn was 9. No, 10.
Number 10.
Yeah, 10. Aragorn was 10 for me.
Gandalf was 9.
Yeah, Gandalf was 9.
I don't know who your 8 was.
Yeah, no, that was this one. You're right. This one was 8.
So who's your 7?
Yeah.
Who's your 7?
I'm gonna go with Legolas.
Okay. That is mine too. Legolas is one of those characters that he is hilarious. And he's very slow as far as mindset. Like, there's a line in the Two Towers where they're discussing this whole thing, and he's like, a diversion. It's like, yes, that's what we were talking about, Legolas.
He's good at fighting, but slow at, like... He's quick to fight, but he's slow to think.
I'm on 13, and Gimli's like on, what?
That's 10? Because he had my axe embedded in his head! Or whatever he said, I forget what Gimli said. Something like that. It was because he was like, oh, he was switching.
Do you want me to describe it for you?
Or should I get a box? That's the one. That one scene was kind of cringe though. Well, not that scene, but the scene before, like after that, because he like crotch hits the guy with the axe.
Yeah.
That brings pain to me every time, because it's like that moment where you can like feel the pain through the screen.
That's how I feel every time I see someone get hurt.
Yeah, it's weird.
They're taking to harvest the Isengard.
We don't know. Nah, bro. I love that meme though. That's a great meme.
Lemon bread, or whatever the word is. One bite.
Lemon bread. One bite can fill the stomach of a grown man. How many did you eat? 4. Anyway, what's your number 6?
Aragorn.
Why? Is it because he's because of this relatable character to you?
Okay, yes.
I was
Okay, I thought you were gonna say because he's cute. And
no, I was gonna say because is he a relatable character to you?
Relatable character, but also like one who is loyal, yet he's trusting too, and he's also a very good guide. He's very good at protecting Frodo, and very good at resisting the ring. He's very good at fighting too. And he also shows respect to Boromir when he dies, because they were against each other.
And he shows respect to hobbits, to the hobbits at the end of the third movie.
Yes.
When he became king, so...
Yes, he is also very humble.
He is a very humble king.
And
character in general, but king as well.
And he's one who keeps his promises.
Right.
So he has a very good character development, and he starts to believe in himself as far as like accepting who he is, knowing that he can't run away from it forever.
Right.
And he started going by Aragorn instead of Ryder.
I thought it was Strider.
Strider. Is it Strider or Ryder?
It's Strider. I know this because I remember Sam when Frodo gets stabbed by the Morgul blade or Mortal blade. Morgul, I think, right? He gets stabbed, and then Sam is like, "Strider, you gotta help him, Strider." Remember?
I'm getting. Okay, guys, this is what happens. I get names mixed up because I'm thinking Flynn Rider from Rapunzel.
Rider
from Tangled.
You gotta help him, Rider.
Strider. Okay.
That would be hilarious if that was the actual nickname. Ryder! You gotta help him, Ryder! Oh, that would be hilarious if you actually did that. Anyway.
Who's your 6?
My 6.
Let's carry on before we do anything else.
Gollum's 6 for me.
Gollum 6?
Yeah.
He's 6. 6?
Well, he's not number 2.
6.
I love him just as much as every other person on this list. If I could put them all in number 1 place, I would.
Okay.
Why
is he number 6?
Because I have to put somebody in number 6. And I love Merry and Pippin, I love Faramir, I love Sam, and I actually, you know what? We're putting Frodo in 6. You know what? This is my list. I need to put in who I want, and Frodo goes in 6 because I need somebody to go in 6.
Don't hate me.
I don't like Frodo.
Frodo is an honorable mention for me.
I don't like Frodo.
Frodo is...
Frodo Baggins from the Shire.
Okay, we're going to spend just a minute talking about Frodo. Okay.
That means it's going to turn to 10 hours. Watch. It's going to take like 15 minutes for me to get everything out.
I don't like Frodo at all.
Why?
Cause he just like
Stinks.
whiny.
Mm-hmm.
He's like Anakin to me.
He's like whiny.
Oh, okay. I can get.
I agree.
I understand why he is the way that he is because of the ring and everything. But like the way he does, like the acting from Elijah Wood in the third movie seems very weird to me.
At least he had that funny fall.
Yeah.
But like,
yeah, I like him better. I like him better in the books, but he's still not top 10 for me.
Yeah.
So I don't like Frodo, and you guys can judge me if you want. I don't really have a solid reason. I just know that I don't like him at all. I like probably one or two scenes from him, but that's
I would say Frodo would probably be number 2 if I could put all of them in like tie for first place. I would put Frodo at 2 because
so he's number 6 for David.
Yeah, just because I mean now I think about Frodo isn't like whatever, but he's just not that interesting of a character.
Well, don't judge us, guys.
Don't judge us.
It's just our opinion.
Don't judge us.
Number 5 for me is Mary.
Agreed.
Mary and Pippin both are very funny characters in the first movie, but seeing them mature over time.
Mary has the heart of a warrior.
Yes, he does.
He really does. He has a soul of gold.
Like he fought for the Ents to help fight, and he also was determined to fight in the war.
Yeah.
He also fought. He was very good at it.
Yeah.
And
he actually was, believe it or not, he was.
He was, and he matured faster than Pippin did.
I always thought Mary was fairly mature, even though I know he joked a lot, but I still thought he was premature for the two of them.
Because he was the one who's like, well, we're going to Brady brunch, or Brady, whatever, Brady wine, bridge or whatever. Like they're going, like he knows where they are supposed to go, and he helps Frodo escape. Pippin's kind of like out there. He doesn't. I'm
just saying between Mary and Pippin, I think Mary's the more mature and smart one.
Yeah.
While Pippin's the goofy, funny one.
Yeah.
Which I like.
Oh. How about you? 5.
I did Mary. Mary was 5 for me.
5?
Yeah.
Okay. Number 4 is Faramir for me.
No. For me.
Faramir,
this is hard.
Faramir was portrayed pretty well in the movies, and I really liked his relationship with Eowyn in the Lord of the Rings. I feel like they have similar pains and problems, so they both can understand each other and also support each other.
I think for number 4, I'm gonna have to go with Gollum.
Okay. Faramir also, like, I can relate to him more than Boromir because of his kindness and him thinking about his men first. Because he knew that if he had stayed at the place, the 4th place that they lost, all of them would have died. So yeah, I think he made the right call, but I can understand that he really wants the approval of his father. And anytime somebody tells him his father loves him, he doesn't hear them because he doesn't believe it. And
I mean, why would he? Because his dad treats him like garbage. So
yeah. And I feel for him because he feels like he has to prove himself over and over. And his father was trying to burn him alive.
Yeah, Denethor was evil.
Yes, when he was like just because
still alive.
He never cared about Faramir.
Yeah.
Like, he's like, oh, hope is lost and all this stuff. Like, I really despise his character.
To be honest, I feel like Faramir was a pretty tough warrior, to be honest. Like, yeah, he retreated, but, like, every good leader has to retreat and regroup every once in a while. And he needed more men. He was outmanned, too. And they were caught off guard. So, it's not unfair to say that, he just gave it up or whatever,
I also like his relationship with Pippin. Those were some good
that conversation they had, it was great.
How Pippin was the one to step up and save Faramir was amazing, too.
So I liked that. Gollum was
relatable.
my number 4.
Gollum.
Again, they would all be equally number 1 if we could tie, but we can't.
Well, let's talk about Gollum because he's my number 3.
Yeah, I know he is your number 3. I can see on your list. They can't, but I can.
Gollum is one of those characters that you see.
Andy Serkis played well.
Yeah, he did very well, and he's hilarious. But you can see the humanity in him near the end, but also like he was mentally destroyed as a character because he had the 2 personas, and it was almost like he was demon possessed because Sauron, like the ring, it's like a demon almost to him. So he's like possessed and everything. So, and he's trying to fight off. And he when he becomes his lovable self in the second movie, he is just like so funny and hilarious, and like he's my favorite like character in that movie just because of how he all the things he said. Potatoes precious.
Potatoes precious.
Potatoes. Boil and mash them, stick them in
That
the
is the greatest meme ever. Well, one of the greatest memes ever from Lord of the Rings. Like, it has to be one of the greatest memes from Lord of the Rings.
And what's it doing? What's it doing? Stupid
Leave your nasty chips.
stupid fat hobbit.
You ruined it. You ruined it.
That's the worst Gollum impression ever. I'm sorry. Anyways, actually, it's funny because yours and mine are actually flipped because Harry's number 3 for me because he's such a relatable character, and I feel for him.
I do.
My heart every time I watch that scene with Mary not Mary, Pippin and him.
Try reading the books. He is. Oh my gosh.
Bro, every time.
It's so sad.
Bro, I want to cry every time I see that scene where he talks to Pippin and they have a heartfelt moment, bro. Because it's so touching.
It is. Like, all the scenes that he's in, like, it's almost like he puts on a front, too. Because he's like, he seems okay, but he really isn't. And that's why him and Awen are good together.
That's why I wouldn't mind him like being like bitter and like mad and evil instead.
I'm surprised he didn't.
Because he has a right to. Because unless you know what I mean, he's a right to be upset that his dad doesn't love him.
Yeah.
And so I wouldn't mind him being. He's one of those characters where I'm like, yeah, be bitter and stuff. And like, you know, what you know what I mean.
Yeah, but like he doesn't.
Yeah, he doesn't because he's got more strength than I would. You know.
Number 2 for me is Samwise Gamgee.
Luckily for you, that's also my second. Just because, okay, here's the thing. Sam is probably one of those people I would want to bring on a journey like that. Just because he's so motivating and he's the one that really carried.
It keeps the positivity up.
I would even go as far as saying he was the one who carried the ring because he helped carry Frodo, who was carrying the ring, and he literally carried and He literally carried the ring for like 5 seconds because he was picking up Frodo, and Frodo was holding the ring.
He did have the ring. From the time that Sheila wrapped him up in the...
That is true.
To the time that he goes and saves him from...
And they give it back.
Yeah.
And they give it back. But that's what I'm saying. Like, Sam is the kind of person I would want to bring on my journey. Is someone who's going to have my back and make things positive even when it seems like there's no positivity.
He was the... Okay. Samwise is the
greatest friend of all time.
The greatest friend of all time. He's very loyal, very trusting, very trying to keep, like, he helps carry the burden. Mm-hmm. He does take it a little personal when Frodo yells at him and stuff.
Well, you would too, though.
I would too. But
if you've been on this long journey and somebody could start getting huffy and puffy with you after you selflessly went on this journey with him, you would be too.
But his decision to go back and continue with Frodo after that,
that's a real friend.
That's a real friend. And also that he sacrificed going back to Middle Earth. He didn't have
to go back to the Shire. You said
to
back
the Shire. To the Shire. He could have gone and married Rosie. Rosie Cotton. He was the first to volunteer to go on the trip with Frodo. Out of all the characters, Frodo.
He stuck by his side when everybody else failed him.
Mm-hmm. I take that back. I think Gandalf was the first.
I mean, Gandalf told him to go with him, but he stuck to his role.
But he does say at the end of the first movie where he says, you know, I made a promise, Frodo. A promise. Don't you leave him, Samwise Gamgee.
Yeah.
You
won't be drawing the waves. You won't be drawing the waves, sir.
He's hilarious too.
But he's the kind of friend I would want, though. Like, seriously, he's I don't know. He's the kind of person that I think everybody needs and deserves.
Everyone needs a Sam in their lives.
Exactly. Somebody's gonna stick by your side even when you feel like nobody likes you or everybody's against you.
Even when you push them away.
Even when you push them away. Or you feel like everybody pushes you away, because I feel like some of the people actually pushed him away and didn't really accept Frodo, except for Sam and Gandalf, but, you know. Anyway.
For honorable mentions, I would say Galadriel. And for me, it would be Boromir, since, I mean, you didn't have him, but, who else?
I mean, would he have been on your list now that you know a little bit more about Boromir?
Still not.
Really?
Well, actually, maybe...
Would you at least have
maybe
been 10?
Number 10. 10.
Yeah.
Probably. What's... Oh my gosh. What is his name? What is his name?
You say Sauron, I'm moving mad.
No.
Don't say Saruman either.
What's the elf? The man. The father. The father of Erwin.
I forget what his name is. Elrond?
And, one more. The brother of Eowyn.
I forget what his name is. I know. Are you talking about the guy who's like the rider dude?
The rider.
Riders
of Rohan.
Yeah, the Riders of Rohan guy. Yeah, him. I forget what his name is, but I know who you're talking about, and I don't remember what his name is.
Is there anyone else? I feel like I'm missing someone, but
for me, honorable mentions, it would be Eowyn. Gimli, because I forgot Gimli, to be honest. And honestly, if we're doing the top 10, I couldn't fit him in because I already had, all of them. But I would put him on there. I would definitely be putting him on my fellowship list. I don't know where yet, but I will be putting him on there. And then,
we have to because he's in the fellowship.
Well, yeah. And then I would have to say Treebeard. Treebeard, I forgot about
Treebeard.
I was gonna put him on there, but then I was like, I already have 10 people, and we're doing top 10.
Also, another one would be Bilbo.
Bilbo, yeah.
Oh, and Rosie.
Yeah, Rosie. We don't really know much about Rosie, except,
She's kind and everything.
She's kind and soft and sweet. That's why Sam likes her.
Very sweet.
Oh, we also forgot about the king from Rohan King, and
her uncle, or the king.
I forget what his name is, but Theoden. Theoden and Wormtongue. I liked Wormtongue. I know that a lot of people didn't like him, but okay, I didn't like him, but I liked his death. That was the best part. That's the best part of the movie, let's be honest. When he died.
Sauron died too.
Saruman did.
Saruman did.
He also always dies. Every movie he's in, he dies.
We were just talking about this in one of our reactions in Attack of the Clones. We talked about the guy who played Count Dooku also plays Saruman. And also, I'm just gonna say Christopher Lee. I think his name is Christopher Lee.
Yeah, but he also played an anime movie.
Just gonna say this.
Yeah, give me my phone. Give me my phone real quick.
The character that he played, each character he plays, they die in the second movie.
That is true. No, third. Count Dooku died in 3.
Oh, I forgot.
But he always dies.
He always dies. Always dies.
Hang on a second.
But he's so good at playing the evil guy, I guess.
Oh wait, I forgot to put Wars dog on it. Sorry guys. Sorry. I need to see what he's in, because I'm pretty sure he was in an animated movie we've seen that he voice acted.
Yeah, his name's Christopher Lee.
Yeah, Christopher Lee. Oh yeah, he played the dad in Charlie Chocolate Factory.
Yeah, it's still pretty mean.
And what was the other thing he was in? I'm pretty sure we watched another movie that Alice in Wonderland. Yeah, he played the Jabberwocky. He voiced the Jabberwocky in.
He voiced the Jabberwocky?
Yeah, he voiced the Jabberwocky in Alice in Wonderland.
Wow.
And he died in that movie too. I mean, he was a human, but you know, he was never go there. But yeah,
The Jabberwocky was evil?
Yeah!
But he just keeps dying, guys.
Yeah, you don't remember how he was talking about the Volpal sword? He's like my ancient enemy, the Volpal, and you couldn't tell that was him?
No, I couldn't.
Dude, it was him. And I was, it's crazy, dude. It's funny. It's weird.
Anyway, our number one we haven't gotten to.
Pippin! We all love Pippin. Let's be honest, Pippin's the greatest.
A lot of people might be shocked by that. Okay, it's not because he's funny. Okay, out of all the characters,
He is funny, but there's other reasons.
It develops a lot through the movie.
Yeah, I would say he has a lot. I would say he's probably one of the few characters that has a lot of character development.
But not only, and also that he also, you see him grow from being a child
To be more
being
mature.
an adult, like to being a mature
Hobbit.
It's
It's funny saying adult and Hobbit in the same sentence because they're all short. So it's like, you know what I mean?
So like
I don't know.
the first one, he's all jokes, he's all joking around and everything. The second movie, the first half, he's still joking and talking about like, oh, we can go back to the Shire, it's always going to be there. But Mary is the one who kind of gets him to start thinking about, this is not a dream, this is real life, and bad things are happening.
Yeah.
And it's not our, like, it shouldn't be our thought process that we leave everything up to others to fight the war.
Well, I mean,
we need to do our part to help.
I mean, there was that one scene in the first movie when they were trying to fight the Uruk-hai to protect Boromir. So he was kind of brave and mature in that one moment, but I mean, for the most part, he was pretty jokey. But like in that one moment,
and I think that
Pippin
kind of realized that this was real because he watched Boromir die in front of him.
Not to mention, he also picked up the like orb thingy and started like doing the weird thing.
Then
that weird
Gandalf
stuff.
like kind of helped him mature too. I mean, he was also the one who protected Faramir.
Yeah.
He fought a lot of the orcs, and he and Mary ran with Aragorn first towards when they're at the Black Gate.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that. They did, didn't they?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, Pippin will always be Pippin, but I love Pippin. Like
Merry and Pippin are a lot more brave than I think we give them credit for. Like, you know what I mean? Like, they're brave.
All four of them are. I mean, all four of the hobbits are very brave.
And they somehow always seem to survive death. Like they always survive the battles. Like, somehow. Is it because they're small and hard to hit? Is that why? I'm serious. Is that why? Because I don't understand. I'm saying, but like, for all seriousness though, is it because they're hard to hit or is it just because they're really stealthy and sneaky and skilled?
Well, from the books, they're stealthy and sneaky.
Maybe it's just the ultimate race.
It's why Gandalf and Thorin
from Hobbit recruited Bilbo because he's
thief.
Yeah.
As a burglar.
They're just
not a thief, a burglar.
Yeah, they're just like the ultimate race in Middle Earth, and I think everybody underestimates them.
Yeah.
Even the wizards.
No, yeah, because Gandalf's like, you guys keep on surprising me.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
Yeah.
It's ludicrous.
Oh my goodness. I could talk on and on
like
about...
Radagast Brown.
Oh my goodness, I forgot about him. We need to do a video on The Hobbit. I mean, I don't have as much to...
I wish we could react to the on like YouTube or whatever, we can't. Which is so sad because I would have loved to do some movie reactions of like really good, like Lord of the Rings and stuff.
We could probably do movie reviews, but I'm too scared to do watching movies. Just because it's harder to get the copyright stuff not be bad, you know. So
it's just sad.
Yeah, Lord of the Rings is really good. If you guys haven't seen it,
you should watch it.
Go watch it. It's the extended version.
The extended, well, it depends on if you have a lot of time on your hands, then watch the extended version because it's like 3 hours. It's like it's like 10 hours, right? If you're combined, because the third movie is like 4 hours, and something
Yeah,
minutes
but-
counting
yeah.
credits, and then the other two are like 3 hours each,
Yeah.
like extended.
The,
So
the unextended version feels like there's parts cut out of it.
the unextended version is like 2 hours each for the first two, and then the last movie is 3 hours. So yeah, it's like 10 hours for the extended version, right?
Yeah. 10 to 11.
Well, is it 4 hours including credits, or is it 4 hours plus a few minutes counting the credits as the?
The
you know?
credits are probably 30 to 45 minutes.
Yeah, so it's like 4 hours, a little over. It's about, so I would say about 4 hours of it is
Somewhere
like
that.
yeah, so it's close to 4 hours.
Yeah.
But it's close, so it's like almost 10 hours worth of like, you know.
Yeah.
Trust me, we watched like it was like our butts were like sore after watching 3,
Yeah.
the extended version of 3, because it was like so long and our cheeks were tired, bro.
It's tiring, but it's very good. And
Same
it's
thing
great.
with Hobbit. Hobbit, if you watch the
lives up.
extended version, well, the extended version of Hobbit that we have is in parts, so you can like kind of take breaks. But
Yeah.
if you watch the extended version of Hobbit, like both discs at the same time for one movie, it's the same feeling. Your butt gets tired, and it's like you gotta walk it off, you know, because it's exhausting.
Yeah.
But you know,
Maybe we'll do a video on The Hobbit. I'm not so sure. Because, I mean, to be honest,
I like
all
the
of-
Hobbit
all-
as an
all
entertainment
of
value.
the dwarves seem like the same character, and it's hard to remember them all.
For entertainment value, I like the Hobbit. I know a lot of people don't like the Hobbit because it's not like the book or whatever, and I can understand that because, and same thing with Narnia. I can understand why some people don't, you know, whatever. But in my opinion, I watch movies well, I'm not saying that there aren't some movies I wish were accurate to the books or whatever, but I like watching movies for entertainment value. And if
Yeah.
it's not entertaining, it's not a good movie. If it's entertaining, then great, it's been awesome. You know what I mean? I don't
Yeah.
usually watch it for accuracy unless it's a movie franchise that I'm like based off of something I really like, you know? Like, you know, which is very, very rare.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, I understand.
But I didn't read the Narnia books, so that's why I'm not as ticked about the newer Narnia movies being, you know, not like the books. Because I like the stuff they add, like Edmund's final scene where he gets to battle the thing or whatever. I thought that was a great addition.
Yeah.
Everybody doesn't, you know, it's fine, okay? Difference of opinion, and. I liked
all it is.
Eustace being the dragon longer. I like that he had to be a
Yes.
dragon because in the original
He
or
was-
the
he was-
old TV
yeah,
series,
he-
was only a dragon for like what, minute, 2 minutes maybe at max.
Probably 5 to 10. And
Yeah.
also that he was a dragon way before anything.
Yeah, so
and he
like,
can fly off into like the over the ocean and everything.
and I like the fact that he actually got to battle the thing. I thought that was interesting, even though it didn't happen in the book. You know, I thought that was cool too. You know, I like seeing, you know, my
But
favorite characters do this stuff.
If we're talking about accuracy, the Lord of the Rings movies are
Probably pretty
the-
accurate, I thought.
probably the most accurate
Movie
Mo-
to or book to movie
adaptation
adaptation.
to the movies. There are a few things that are different, but it's minor.
Subtle
It's
stuff.
very minor stuff.
Yeah.
But yeah, we could go on and on. This video is way longer than we were supposed
It's as long as the last video.
It
The last
feels
video was
longer.
like 40 some minutes.
Yeah. But
Anyway, sorry guys.
we'll rank the fellowship, just the fellowship
Next
characters
video.
next video. But for now, we are gonna say goodbye and
Bye.
also don't forget to check out our gaming channel. We're playing the Skywalker Saga right now,
Once we complete the main story for that game, we
We'll
will
start
be doing
another
another game.
but still be doing
And then
100%.
periodically doing videos on like going through the hub worlds of each thing and collecting the mini kits and all that kind of stuff. But that being said, I would like to say that I'm excited for the future.
Yep.
And I can't wait to make more videos, and I hope you enjoy our videos because you know, and we like your support. If you like to support us, we appreciate it because we need all the support we can get. And
So, yeah.
that's all I gotta say. So.
Like, subscribe if you haven't already, share with your friends, and turn on your notifications so you can be...
So you don't miss any of our weekly uploads.
Yes.
Bye!
Bye, guys.